good morning. How are you today? Anyway, yeah, it's one of those mornings. Happens once a week or so. It stinks, but I don't know why. I don't know why. But anyway, hopefully you're doing fantastic. I'm going to be fine soon. And hopefully you had a great weekend. I did much of nothing. I did much nothing. That's what I did. I can't even talk. But hopefully you're going to have a great week as well. Just for a few minutes, just thinking about something which was on my mind last night. There's a storm going on, another one of these horrible storms, apparently. I don't know if it's as bad as Katrina in New Orleans. And, man, it just doesn't feel like this could be me, and that's why I'm talking about it. Hopefully it is just me. Man, do we have the same level of shock or caring or surprise or awe when one of these events happens? Because it feels like we've become so sensitized to these events that maybe they're not impacting us the way they need to. Because it's in tragedies and it's in horrible things like this when people kind of bond together, and we really need to bond together. Because, there's such an active force making sure that we don't. I have friends, people that I know in the New Orleans area who really love living down there. And there's something, I've never been to New Orleans. It's like the biggest city in the country I've never been to. Thankfully, I've been to pretty much all the others. And it seems like people that really love living there. It's a shame that they go through this kind of thing. I guess, hey, look, weather is weather. I mean, you're living in an area where there's hurricanes, so you kind of have to expect it a little bit, maybe. Anticipate it would be the right way, I think. But there's these events that happen, and man, I remember. Well, we all remember 9/11. I mean, that was such a heavy moment. It was so huge and so scary and so unthinkable. And then Katrina, I think, is the last one I remember. I was really like, glued to the TV saying, holy crap, this is awful. When you saw weather stations being knocked out, and then the first video started to come in, and you just sat there like, oh my Lord, those poor people. And then relief efforts, people moving into different states literally to get away from it and being stuck there for quite a long time. But bounce back, it's so sad when these events happen, but at the same time, it's cathartic in a way to see people band together to help others. Something very, very recent, where I sat there and went, wow, man, that's pretty amazing. I don't really watch him, but apparently his name's Glenn Beck. He is his name's Glenn Beck. I know who he is. I have seen him before. But apparently he raised like $20 million in the span of a couple of days to help people in Afghanistan. And then went down there himself to get people out. Now he claims, and I'm not getting into it, I have no idea. He claims the State Department was literally blocking him from trying to help, which I really hope isn't true. But, I don't know all the circumstances, so I have no idea what's going on. But man, there's evidence of these things happening where people really do amazing things to help. I think 30 years ago. Now, Glenn Beck is a very he's a polarizing figure. People on the left really don't like this guy. He seems like an okay guy to me. What do I know? Because he's a Christian. Oh, big deal. I'm a Christian, so people want to hate on me for that, they're going, I guess. But I think 30 years ago, if something like this had happened and he had done that, he would have been plastered on every news station as somebody, as a very heroic type guy who put his life on the line, literally, because he's in the middle of it, to try and help people. Even if you want somebody on the other side that would do something like that politically. Same thing. You know, now, did you even know he did it? And I'm saying to myself, man, what event is going to happen where we have the same sort of whoa moment like 9/11? Because I think it would have to be really, really big. It would have to be this monumental thing, something worse than 9/11. I don't want to get to a place where we have to have something worse than 9/11 to catch everybody's attention and start saying, okay, enough of this bullshit. Let's drop it. And at least for a few months, it felt like we had something united going on here. And then, like I've always said, I've been saying since the Iraq War, slowly eroding away, and just people using that as a method to make money, tear us apart. Well, I don't want to be torn apart, and I'm not going to be. They're not going to win. I'm not going to let them win. Man, I hope you don't either. I don't care who you are. I don't care what race you are, or gender, or who you sleep with, or whatever. What do I care? The things that matter to me are things that have nothing to do with what I can see. Sadly, it takes these horrible events to make people sort of step away from all that silliness and refocus on the fact that we're just people. But an event like this whole storm thing that they're going through, I think it's Ira. I don't even know the name of it. That's how numb I am to some of this now. So that's on me. This has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm saying this is my problem. I'm just curious as to if you feel the same way. So do the things that make us not hate each other on a personal level. And that's how you combat this nonsense. Man, I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got this morning. I hope that we haven't gotten to a place where we're going to need something worse than 9/11 to bring us back together. And that would be bad. But anyway, I'm going to go back to bed because my head is killing me. God. And I'm going to try and have a better day. If I'm sleeping for a few more hours, maybe that'll help me have a better day because I won't feel any pain. But hopefully you're going to have a better day. Like I said, I think today is Labor Day. So if you're doing Labor Day things, have fun doing them. And that's it, man. One day at a time. I love you. Please. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.